just like so poorly lit that they can't really interact with me. It's K Trades. Oh, this has a little attachment, so maybe I could be resourceful and just work it around what I needed to do. No, it's just not working. Okay. Oh, it's so cold outside. Oh, that's perfect. This sticks onto metal, right? At least I think it does. Ha! It does. So what we'll do is we'll put it up like this. Okay. El chica del apartamento 512 is finally using a cabeza. This is pretty cool. I have like this tripod that I'm trying to like work and figure out. But I want you guys to be able to see me because this is going to be like a car. She said good morning. Damn. It's morning time over there? Well, I'm up because yo, como una pendeja. Do y'all like see me? Like, do y'all see me enough to get the point that we're talking? Not the Selena reference. Oh my god. Okay, cool. So I went home from work and I kept on talking to my customers today. And I've been getting to know a couple of my customers and I'm like really excited. And in talking with my customers, I would be like, so what are your plans after this? Because I was working as cashier today. And a lot of them kept on saying, I'm just gonna go home and do nothing. I'm just gonna chill, whatever I wanna do. I'm gonna lay in the bed, watch movies, I'm gonna play video games. Like everybody had a different situation, but today everybody was like, yo, I'm just gonna chill. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like I be having to do a million things and I never get anything done because I feel like I have a million things to do. And I have to like really recenter myself. And it takes a lot because I be dealing with a lot of stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go home. I took off my shirt after work and I laid in the bed. I started watching something or attempted to watch something. Okay, sorry. I always like to say a prayer when I hear ambulance or any type of situation because you never know what's happening. Um, and sometimes people would just want to feel like someone's thinking about them, and I want to take a moment to think about whatever is happening and all the people involved in the situation. So, sorry. Um, like I was saying, I was at work asking, got home, took off my shirt, laid in bed, attempted to watch something. I fell asleep today. So I'm kind of like up and energized because I slept como una tonta. I should not have slept. So now, you know what? Your body needs rest. I slept because I was tired, period. Um, but I woke up, I already ate, and I need to stop this habit. Ah, I need to stop this habit. I need to stop this habit. I eat late at night. I eat late at night, and that's not good for your metabolism or your system, and that's not going to keep my body fully functioning. So I feel like I'm ready to challenge my body and do a total body detox and cleanse where I give up dairy, I give up meat, and I give up bread and carbs and just go straight raw veggies, sauteed veggies, grilled veggies. Very earthy, very like everything comes from nature. Very like getting ready to have an herb garden. I've been taking care of my olive plant basil. My basil plant Olive. I don't know if you guys remember that I have a basil plant named Olive. You already know the vibes. When I got on press on nails, it don't matter when I have on nails. Your girl is super animated because she got nails. Like, she don't know how to act. But let me tell you something. At work, at work. How all these chicks were trying to clock me. They were trying to clock me. They were like, we were cleaning and we found a press on nail. Was that yours? I was like, with the accusations. You see that a bitch got press on nails. You know that I got on press on nails. And all of y'all got acrylic nails. And you find a press on nail, you're like, is that your press on nail? And I'm like, ooh, oh my God, I felt attacked. She totally attacked me. And I was like, no, actually, that's not my press on nail. But then low-key, I was thinking, is that my press on nail? That's probably my press on nail. Oh my God, I can't believe she's clocking me for my press on nail. So how later on in the day, thankfully it was like at the end of the day, right? My thumbnail, press on nail broke off. Oh my God. And it broke off when I was like counting money. And I was like, oh my God, not her counting money. And the nail pops off. And the nail fell on the floor. Literally, this is me. This is the register. I'm counting the money. And the register is mad tiny. So I'm counting the money. Boom, boom, boom. He just dropped like probably like $500. He dropped like $500 because like you get two type of customers. The customers is gonna come and get one thing or a couple of low level things, and then the customers is gonna come and spend racks. So I love when people shop. Like, that's what I call it. When they shop and they really buying stuff, I'm like, ooh, let me pack your order. I'm super excited. How many of that you have again? You said 3? Ooh, he got money. He got money. I think I'm gonna need 2 bags. I'm gonna have to charge you another $1. I'm so sorry, but it's just not gonna fit in this small bag. Oh my God, you're like shopping. What else do you have? 5? Oh, yes, you have 5? Oh my God, he got money. Oh, that turns me on. I don't know. Like, okay, since we're gonna keep it $150 because this is my talk show and this is the after special, I'm gonna put out a little disclaimer. I cannot be held liable for what comes out of my mouth. I'm gonna keep it $150. If you are sensitive about sexual topics, maybe you should be in bed. Maybe you should not be watching this. But if you're gonna watch this, you're gonna be a part of this situation. We're gonna be grown. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay your bills. You do everything for yourself, grown. And what you do is what you do. And you don't gotta explain to nobody, grown. So if you grown, I'm gonna need you to hit that smash button. Give me a thumbs up and tell me that you grown with me. Like, let me know. And it just doesn't stop here at the live. If you're watching this after hours and later on today or tomorrow or whenever you're watching this, because you know what, I welcome everybody to the fold. Welcome to the House of Realness. Your girl is in her OG guardian angel, and we are keeping it real here right now for a special edition of freaking Real Talk with Meeshee. So we're about to get real. We're about to keep it $1. She got 2 missing nails and she got 5 on this hand, so she got enough to go in. So where I left off at, right? So boom, counting the money. This man is buying mad stuff, so he's spending racks and I gotta give him change. So I'm counting out the change. My thumbnail fall. Honey, I tried to like not even move my finger a lot and do it like this so that the nail wouldn't plop off, but the nail plopped off, and I noticed it from the corner of my eye that it fell on the floor next to the girl who pressed me. Next to the girl that pressed me as soon as I came in the freaking job. And she was like, I found a brown press-on nail and we got it over there. Was that your press-on nail? I was like, triggered. I'm the only bitch with press-on nails. I'm the only bitch I work with press-on nails. They know it was like press-on nail, but why was they pressing me like that? Why was they pressing me like that? All right. You know what? I had a trauma that I experienced with my pinky nail, and she's still trying to grow back, and she is not all the way healed to be out here with press on, well, I mean, acrylic nails. So I'm trying to work with what I got, and they don't want a bitch to be great. And it's like, all right, I know you know I shine, but we're not in like in competition with each other. Like the guy that's gonna like you is not gonna like me probably, and the guy that likes me is probably not gonna like you, and period, because we're in our own lane. So like, look. And you know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? I be talking to people, and I be like trying to like lay things to see what they really think about me, right, at work. And let me tell you something. Overall, the girls really like me and they respect me, right? But I'm trying to get to know what they really, really feel. Like what they feel like at the end of the day when they be behind me and they don't be talking. They be talking in the corner. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about when you work with people. They be like this. Now that she left, how I pressed her, how I went in there. And yeah, I told you I was bold. Like, period. I am, what? I am like a freaking, and you know, LA is all about horoscopes. So they'll be like this. I am a Scorpio, Leo moon rising, and my lunar eclipse landed on the same day that Pluto was aligning with Jupiter Mercury retrograde. All right? You know I was going to be the one that was going to go up to her and tell her, so, is that your press-on nail? And I feel like that's the LA version of like getting somebody pressing you like in New York. Like in New York, it would have been like this. So we already know that you wear press-on nails. How we found your press-on nail, girl? You better keep up with your press-on nail, because ain't nobody coming to work to clean up after your press-on nails because you can't get acrylics. That's how it would have been in Brooklyn. You would have been like this. All right, but you acted like you just wasn't wearing press-on nails. Oh, yeah, right? When that money was hitting after you came back from Vegas, you went to Vegas and you dropped all your money and you came back. You was like, girl, how I got drunk and I was playing the slots machine and like I lost mad money, but it's whatever. Like I'm working, so you know, like, but then also my nail, like one popped off, then the other popped off. So I was like, you know what? It's just gonna be 2 weeks. So, you know, I just put on some press on nails because my nails was looking bit up underneath the nail. And I'm like this, Oh, how the mighty have fallen, bitch. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. We have all fallen on hard times when it comes to our acrylics. Don't try to press a bitch when she's down. You think I'm down, but I'm never down. Ho, I'm never down. I don't even need a full set of press-on nails. But that's how I feel like it's different here. In LA, they do stuff like that. And then in New York, they would have just kept it a rack and be like, girl, we know that's your press-on nail. And da-da-da-da. And then there would have been an exchange of words and it would have been enough said. And we would have went about our business. But I don't know how things go here in LA. And I'm just like, all right, whatever, okay. Came from a press-on nail set, bitch. Like, I already know what time it is. But there's gonna come a time. There's gonna come a time, bitch. There's gonna come a time that I'm gonna rise to the fucking top. Yo, I feel like this is like my origin story. You know, like, you know how they had X-Men or Logan's origin story? This is Meeshee's origin story. And right now I'm at work and they trying to come for me. And I'm like this, there's gonna come a time, bitch. Hold on, I'm losing a press-on nail right now. She only got 4 on this hand, but we still working with it. There's gonna come a time, bitch, that I'm gonna rise to the top. And my freaking acrylics are going to be so long and blinked out. You are going to be blinded by the light. And you are going to regret the day that you pressed me about my press-on nails. Because mine is gonna cost a rack and a stack and a half. And that's not including tip. And you wanna know something? You wanna know something? I'm gonna come out with a line with press-on nails blinked out. And I'm gonna personally send you a set of these press-on nails because I guarantee you, bitch, you are going to regret the day that you try to come for me because I'm gonna flip that disc and make a stack and a rack off of it and create a business, bitch. And it's gonna be called bleep because I haven't gotten a trademark yet. So I'm not gonna tell you what my press on nail game is gonna be called, but you heard it here first, bitch. You pressed me about my press on nails and now I'm gonna come for you. But I'm gonna come for you where it hurts. In the stock market, bitch. That's how I was feeling today. So now that we're over that, what we came here to talk about. Hold on. Did I have my juice here? Yes, I do. I have to hydrate for this. This is intense. I have to hydrate for this. I need y'all to know that. I have to hydrate for this situation. I feel like driving to 7-Eleven and getting a water so we could really keep it a $1.50. Oh. That's like the local thing to do here in LA because like nothing else is really open and there's like no sort of bodega culture here. That's like sort of the difference that I feel here in LA. Y'all probably think I'm all over the place. I didn't smoke no sativa. Do not worry, I did not smoke no sativa. I didn't want to get hashtag demonetized on YouTube, so I was not smoking. But like I was saying, there's no bodega culture here in LA. The culture here is very much food trucks, like food trucks. You know what I noticed? LA likes things that feel trendy. If what you're serving doesn't feel trendy and is not on trend, then you're not the vibe. You're not hitting LA. And I realized that in coming to LA, the reason why I feel like I don't make sense in LA is because I think that I go against the grain and I'm not particularly trendy even when I do trends because I just wear what I like and I do what I want and I go with my style and I do whatever I'm doing. And I don't really think about what anybody else is doing because I don't I'm not buying into the, you know what I'm saying? Like I haven't bought into any of that. Like, you know, maybe if the Cointina was there, I would learn how to like, I guess, hop on trends and be trendy, whatever that may mean in the fashion world. Because I use fashion as a way to express myself, like I think any of us do when we adorn our bodies and put on clothes. So yeah, that part. I was feeling, also side tangent, I was feeling super like self-conscious about my body in spandex shorts because it was really showcasing my fupa. But I realized like, okay, if your fupa is an area that is right now currently causing you discomfort, and let me clearly state this because I feel like when people talk about body image, it can be a very sensitive topic. So trigger warning to anybody with body dysmorphia or any sort of body like identity situation where it doesn't match. I realized that maybe what I'm expressing to myself when I feel discomfort in my fupa area is maybe I am truly seeking the desire to challenge my body in a way because I'm looking at that as baggage. Baggage in the physical, but also maybe that's trauma or something I'm holding there in the fupa, and now it's manifesting in a way that it's causing me to feel discomfort in my own body. Because I feel that when things, often in life, we have things that we particularly don't like about our bodies. That's a very common human experience. So in me experiencing this sort of disconnect with my fupa and not liking it per se, I have been challenging myself to wear outfits that I would not particularly wear because they highlight my fupa. And I am sitting and observing how I feel in a public setting in that body and allowing me to feel whatever I feel so that I can later on go back home and sit with that feeling and say, okay, I normally am the life of the party. I'm normally like I'm able to talk and be bubbly. But why is it particularly with an outfit that showcased my fupa? Why was I more closed off? Why was I more reserved? Why did I feel less confident in this space? Why do I feel like I have to cover up? And then I sit with that feeling and I observe how that made me feel throughout the day, and I process that and I analyze that. Better yet, let me quench my thirst before we go deeper into like just interconnective, like with yourself. I think that oftentimes we get so caught up with life and everything around us that we don't take time to really sit and like process inner self. You know what I'm saying? Is the equivalent of your back hurting. You're like, damn, my back hurts, my back hurts, my back hurts. But you don't sit with yourself and say, well, what am I doing that makes my back hurt? That. That's the analogy I'm trying to make. Or that I'm making, better. Yeah, I'm not trying to. I'm telling you this analogy. So recently I was showcasing my fupa and sitting with myself and realizing maybe in life right now, as I'm achieving, you see, I have to fix my language, as I'm achieving the next level of life, you know, people younger than me, even though I am young, baby, are looking at me and saying, you're such a pillar of strength and inspiration. And I'm looking and I'm sitting with that and saying, well, where is that coming from? What am I truly emoting? And where is that coming from? Let me sit with that and say, if this is how other people are perceiving me living and just existing in a communal space, and they're saying, wow, you're confident, you're this, you're that, you speak with such profound meaning or whatever. Um, where's that coming from? That's coming from me. That's coming from self. So let me sit with that and process, how did I get here? I got here from sitting down and doing the work in this truck by myself. Having to be alone and really lose it all to do the inner healing. It was almost like the universe said, you know what? You weren't getting it when you had that gut feeling, that feeling where things didn't feel good and maybe you should have spoke up. You didn't feel connected with yourself enough to speak up for yourself. So maybe the universe needed to intervene in such a dramatic way that really caused me to sit down with myself and say, no, you got to do the work, honey. You got to heal. You got to see the inner workings of who you are and why you've done what you've done and why you've lived the life that you live and every decision that you've made up until this point. Because if you don't take this mental reset and process who you are and come back to your connective self, then you are not going to be ready for what you say you want. When I sit here and I say, I dream, I wish, it's no longer a dream or a wish because I'm here doing it. I'm going after my dream, even if it's not producing automatic results. When you continue to move forward and go on, you are no longer dreaming, you are doing. And I'm doing it. Even in this space, I am doing it. And I'm at a different level of life because I've been able to sit down with myself and identify Why do I feel this way about this? Why do I feel this way about that? And I challenge that every single day. I do little things that make me feel uncomfortable, because when you are comfortable, you don't really challenge yourself. You're comfortable. It's only in the uncomfortable that you learn and you start to identify and really sit with why it feels uncomfortable. Boom. I hope that I have not lost you guys. I know that sometimes my thought process is a bit scattered, but I really just want to convey the blessing that it has been to lose it all, and in the process find a different level of connecting with myself and really sitting introspectively in who I am, and walk connected and not disconnected. It has been a journey, a journey. And whether we call it divine timing, the universe intervening, mental breakdown, freaking scream for helping humanity, and a woman with the will to survive, I wouldn't be here. And this is an exciting time to live life through all of this history that we are experiencing, whether you perceive it as good or bad. What It's amazing to be able to grow as a human being. Are we still here with each other? I see somebody just said something to me, but I think I just want to make sure that we're all here still having this conversation. How are you guys like feeling, or what are your thoughts on what I'm saying? Well, I mean, I wouldn't know y'all here because there's 24 of y'all and I only see 11 thumbs up. So y'all have not like, y'all, basically the thumbs up means that you have RSVP to the invitation. I don't know y'all here. I only know there's 11 people here, now 13. Oh, so now we want to RSVP. um, well, welcome, Alicia. Unfortunately, but so fortunately, after this, you get to watch like the first part that you missed and figure out how I got here to this part of the story, or this part of the talk, or future TED Talk, future TED Talk. I'm going to be doing a TED Talk where they're like, so we want you to basically talk about your life and the accumulation of your experience and how you got to this moment where you've achieved all that you set out to achieve, and then more, and then created this sort of life for yourself from the ashes, the sort of rags to riches story. We want you to do a TED Talk about it. I'm gonna be like this. Me? A TED Talk? I'm there. I'm there. Um, I'm there. I'm totally there. But yeah. So every single time I try to talk about why I'm dating and stuff like that, or I'm not dating, and what happened to this guy, I always wind up not talking about it. And it's because, like, honestly, I am tired of that narrative. So I'm trying to not even fuel it with fire or even talk about it really. But I know that I said I was going to do it, so I am going to do it. So if you guys were here to hear just the story about why I'm no longer dating the person that I went on the date with, because we went on well, if he likes to tell the story, if he likes to tell the story, we went on 5 dates. If you ask me and my interpretation of a date, in any setting, whether it's money or no money involved, we went on 3 dates. But if he tells the story, he'll probably say 5. I say 3. But if you guys want to know the reason why I'm not dating and why I'm not dating him, then I guess put a little timestamp after you watch this and help everybody else after you, if you want to, and say, hey, this is when she started talking about why she not dating him no more and why she not talking to him no more. If you really want to know the bochinche, because I know there's some bonchincheros and bonchincheras and bonchi X, because you know there's like that Latin X, bonchi X. That's how you saying, like a gender neutral bonchinchera. Look, I identify as full woman. I am a full woman. Hello, full woman here. So I'm gonna say bonchincheras, but you fill in the blank however you want. So don't feel offended and don't be like, I feel like I'm not really represented in this conversation. Everyone's included. So you fill in the blank. I'm gonna say bonchincheras. So yeah, to help out your fellow bonchincheras or bonchincheros or bochi X or whatever we're gonna call it, put a little timestamp and let them know this is when she starts talking about it, because I'm gonna talk about it. I should have brought my freaking tres leches and I left that in the house, man. I could have been eating my tres leches right now. And low-key, I kind of want to sneak back in the house and get my tres leches and kind of like low-key, you know, and then come back and do the live and then we could talk about it. But if I did this into a 2-part series on YouTube, that's going to get the community so angry with me, because they're going to be like, yo, so you telling me at 32 minutes, you dead wrong for this. You're going to walk off. You're going to go get your cake. And then you're gonna come back and we don't even know how long you gonna take. Nah, you bugging. You ain't going nowhere. That's how in my head I'll be feeling like this is what y'all be telling me. I know this probably sounds wild and wicked, but I need y'all to understand, I'm in the parking lot talking to just a camera on my phone, and I only have your interaction to go off of. So oftentimes when I'm sitting in the camera and talking to you, I sort of create what I think you guys would say based on getting to know the members of the House of Realness. Um, the members of the House of Realness, I be thinking in my head, y'all like my New York friends, and y'all saying basically like, nah, B, you ain't gonna do it like that. Nah. I get it, you wanna smoke, but smoke and talk. I don't care about no demonetization, none of that. You had me sitting here and I sat here and I listened to what you have to say. And girl, you was making low key sense. But nah, you told me why you was not talking to him no more was why we was here to talk about today. So if you ain't talking about it, you ain't going nowhere. So spark up, bitch. You ain't going nowhere. Spark up, bitch. And I'm like this, oh my God. Oh my God, all right, I'm not going nowhere. I just wanted to get my cake, like, whatever. But I guess I'll talk about why I'm not seeing him no more. Damn, you was mad pushy. That's how I be feeling. I guess I got some Oreos here, so whatever, I'll talk about it. But I got the tres leches though in the house. I guess I could eat that tomorrow. And I could just eat one Oreo. so angry because I can't go home and get my cake because I feel like y'all gonna be mad at me. I feel like you're gonna be mad at me, so I can't go home and get the cake when I really want to get the cake. So I'm gonna just sit here and eat the Oreo begrudgingly. Look, you see, Alicia's like this. Ooh, Oreo sound good. She don't want me to go home and get my cake. I knew it. I knew that y'all didn't want me to go home and get my cake. I knew y'all wanted me to sit here and talk about why I'm not dating this guy no more. I knew it. Whatever. That's all y'all had to say. So, boom. Basically, what happened is oh my god, I don't even want to talk about it because it's so annoying because I'm frustrated with it. So, no, for real, go get it. No, because I was just saying, like, maybe I could smoke a little bit. But y'all don't want me to smoke a little bit because y'all be saying in the comments, like, you need to stop smoking. And I'm like, I don't even smoke a lot. But sometimes, like, just smoking makes it a little fun because I'm dead. I'm dead not sleepy. You know what I'm saying? So if I smoke a little bit and then I eat my tres leches, maybe a girl might get a little sleepy and she could get a couple of Z's again. But whatever, if y'all just want me to sit here and munch on my Oreos and tell y'all why I'm not talking to this lame mofo no more. I'm not gonna say he's a mofo. He was actually a really nice guy, but like, you gotta understand, I'm grown, and I'm not gonna pander or cater to people's ego and nonsense. And I'm not gonna applaud mediocrity. You're either gonna come correct or you're not gonna come at all. And literally, there was no coming in this situation because uh, there's something that I haven't told y'all, and maybe this might like entice y'all to like click on part 2 because the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I'm just gonna go home and get my cake and I'm gonna just do that. But low key, I think, and somebody, I was talking to a coworker. Y'all say I say coworker, but I shouldn't, whatever. I was talking to somebody and I was basically telling them that like I've encountered like like I have never been with a man that hasn't had problems with performance. Like they've experienced erectile dysfunction. And I'm starting to think that maybe I'm like a princess who, like, some wicked, like, godmother put a curse on me that all men's peepees shall get weak next to me. Because I think, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm cursed with, like, the curse of, like, making men impotent. Because oh my God, do I even want to talk about it? I don't even know. I'm so over it. Oh my God, because it makes me feel so unsexy. And I need to sit with that and really think about why that made me feel unsexy. And it's not my fault. It's not a me thing. Like, it's not like, it's not my fault that men's peepees can't stay hard. Like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Like, and I'm tired of feeling responsible for men's erections. Like, can we talk about that? Are we ready to talk about that? Because if y'all want me to talk about it, like, at least let me smoke and eat my cake. Because I'm so frustrated. I'm frustrated as a woman. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated that I like men. I'm frustrated that I like men. And I don't understand why I like them. Because I keep thinking, there's going to be the right one. There's going to be the right one. But, oh, God, I'm kind of like over it already. Like, I don't even want to date no more. I don't want to date. I don't want to date. I don't want nobody. Because I don't think the person that I want, I don't think I don't know. To be quite honest, I don't know. But I don't want to, I'm so over it. I don't want to date. I don't want to date no more. Not me emotionally eating late at night. This is the equivalent of a girl powwow. I'm gonna say girl because I'm a girl, but all inclusive. We're all included. This is the equivalent of like a powwow. Well, let me not say that word because then I don't want anybody to feel like, because Okay, let me be politically correct. This is like the equivalent of a gathering of friends that that are talking around brownies about their frustrations of like men and nonsense. I want y'all to know that we live in a time where being in the public eye, I want everybody to feel included, but to like, I may use pronouns that may be feminine, but I don't mean that in a way that it excludes any particular person. I just want y'all to know that. I'm glad you said stop getting old men that drink. Let me tell you something. It's the young ones too. The young ones, they be having stage fright. Mm-hmm. The young ones be having stage fright, honey. And se mojan rapidito. You know, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck 50. And let me make this clear, because we ain't James Charles in it here. When I say young, I mean age appropriate young. All right? We're gonna keep that just for the record. When I say young, I mean age appropriate. Well, let me not say age appropriate because you know what? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Why low key 23-year-olds like they be mad bold. They be mad bold. I noticed that in LA, 23-year-olds, like around that 23, 24, 20, 23, 24, and then the age group of 28, just 28. I've noticed, because I'll be doing a poll of all the men that be hitting on me, and I'll be asking them their age when they hit on me. I'll be like, how old are you? I noticed most of the men that hit on me are either 23 or 28. More so men that are 23. And I was like baffled by that because I'm like, okay, so the young ones are bold. They have like this confidence that's sort of cocky and a bit arrogant and a little douchey a little bit. Almost like that F-boy energy, but like they're cute and they smell good and they're stylish. And then there's the 28-year-olds. The 28-year-olds, those are the ones that got kids. They got kids. They probably have a baby mama or two. And you get a weird dichotomy with them because you see that they starting to go into that grown phase, but they still trying to linger on to that young phase. And they're in this weird phase where they're trying to figure themselves out and they don't really fully commit to anything. They just like to talk about the idea of committing to everything one day. But they're not there yet. They're just doing their thing, vibing, as like they like to say it here in LA. I'm just like vibing, like doing my thing. That's what, yo, ooh, I'm so angry. Yo, the male language culture here in LA is so toxic. Literally, F-boy energy here in LA is very this. I'm just like vibing. I'm looking to vibe and just chill with like cool-minded people. Like, I just be doing my own thing. The minute you hear somebody say in LA, and I'm gonna keep it a buck 50 with y'all. If anybody coming here to LA and they like men, I'm here to warn you. The minute you hear I'm just vibing and doing my own thing, F-boy, cut them off. Do not invest. Do not put not a single egg in that basket. And please do you a favor and don't sleep with him. Don't sleep with him, because what you're going to get is rabid pounding, humping. Like, yo, I was humped. I was humped. And it was weird. I was humped. And it was weird. Oh, God. On a date. He went to hug me and humped me. He went to hug me and humped me. I was humped. I just want you to know that I had to sit with that. I never even, like, you know how like they be talking about like when kids were young, they used to dry hump. I had never been humped in my life until I came here to LA. I've never been humped. Any type of dry humping, none of that. Never. And at the age of 31, I was humped. And I'm learning and processing that and sitting with that and really identifying that happened to me. And I'm like, wow. People really wilding here in LA. The men here are wilding, and I'm trying to understand, why is we not coming as a collective to whip these men into shape? Because, like, I know me. After they leave me, they gonna sit with themselves and they gonna think about everything they had when they had me, but now they don't have me because they were dealing with their own insecurities and trauma. So what you're gonna get after me is a man who's more selfly realized because he had to sit with what he lost, this greatness. So you're welcome. I'll throw him back out. A fish off a hook. New lease on life. You're welcome. Yes, get these men in shape, all right? If you are out here and you like men, they better be leaving you more self-realized and more self-assured and better off. Like, do the community a favor, because we got to get these men into shape. Like, they is wilding out here in LA. I'm just vibing. And then let me tell you something. You know what's an instant F-boy detector here in LA? The little earring that's a little hoop with something dangly on it. The minute you see a man with a little hoop and a dangly thing off of it, run away. Do yourself a favor, run away. Run away. Run away, boy, la 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 la. Run away, girl, la 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 la. Run away, non-binary, la 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 la. Run away, gender X or whatever. Run away, run away, run away. Please, you see a little hoop earring with a dangly thing on it? Forget about it. Leave, 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 leave. Also, yo, the men here in LA, son pendejos, and I'm not even trying to talk mad shit about them, but I've never seen men so insecure that they gotta walk in packs. You come to the store to buy bud, and there's one of y'all buying bud, and there's 5 other men with you walking around like, yeah, that look good. That look good. Making suggestions. You need a whole clown of ghouls and cackles with you to big you up because you the one spending racks, and y'all all smoking from the same blunt in the same car, and you're the one driving. And I don't know who's more of a fool. The one who's buying all the weed and driving all of his goons around with him to make himself feel bigger, or the ones following the one that thinks he wants to make himself feel bigger. Do they not see how small he really feels? I guess they're capitalizing on it. I don't know. But I don't want to be with no man that has to roll with like 6 deep to buy some bud. You bugging. You bugging. You not the type of man for me. You can't handle me. You can't handle me. I'm a lone wolf. You over here with a freaking clan. Bigging you up on money that you spending so they could smoke off a shared blunt. You bugging. You bugging and you want my number. You is a clown. You is a oop. You a oops. Oops. Nah, skirt. You a skirt. Like, dead ass. You a skirt. Like, you gotta do like this. Skirt. Like, nah. Nah, you see, I had to skirt because you got all those people with you. So I couldn't just skirt one way. You get the point? I had to double skirt on you. You was a clown. Don't come up to my counter and try to talk to me. Don't come up. Do me a favor. Don't come up to my counter and try to talk to me. You ain't by yourself. Don't come up to my counter and try to talk to me. You a little boy. You a little boy. You giving me little D energy. And I'm a grown woman. And ain't no like me want to grow. Like, no. No. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. So, ooh, there's so many layers to this. The Oreo and the story. Y'all gonna be mad. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna get my cake. And I'm gonna smoke. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna talk about why I'm not dating this guy. Oh my God, I'm so grand. I'm not dating. I want y'all to know. Oh, I'm so over it. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. So over it. Are y'all at least having fun with me? Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. I'm going back and reading the comments, and this one particularly stood out to me. And I'm like, ooh, triggered a little bit. Real Deal 23 says, stop getting old men that drink. That sound personal. That sound like from personal experience. Girl, I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. Drinking alcohol really does make the pee-pee weak. And you think men would know that? Do you not care about your penis health, sir? Oh, you're drinking and you think that you're going to try to clamor all over me with your drunken body? And think that you're going to do something with that drunken pee-pee? Sir. Let me tell you. You may be young, Your penis may sometimes work, but you're drunk. And when you drink, I think you think you're doing something there, but you're not. I promise you. It's all very soft. It's most of the time spent trying to get it hard, but maybe because you're drunk, you think that you're doing something, but you're not. I promise you. I just want you to know that. Your drunk peepee is not doing it. Yeah. I think what you see in porn and what you feel is different. I'm particularly triggered by drunk peepee too, because I too am a victim of drunk penis. And yeah, I understand completely. A man that drinks excessively is definitely going to experience, you know, problems in the bedroom performing. Oh boy, do they do. They should put that on the bottle. You know that? Because, like, you know what's so crazy? Like, these beer companies and these alcohol companies really cater their marketing to men. And men buy these drinks that kill their erection. You're supporting the people that are killing your boner. Wow. I don't think you're ready for me, because I don't think your mind is where my mind is at. So I'm gonna go. I be swerving on these men here in LA like it's nobody's business. I be swerving on these men in LA like it's nobody's business. Like, don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you, honey. These menses, honey, all she gotta do is sit and sit pretty. And these menses, they be coming like flies. Well, let me not say flies, because flies land on shit. And you know what? I guess I am the shit. You saw the setup. You should have known. Your girl's from Brooklyn. You should have known that's where she was going with it. But like bees to the honeycomb, you already know. All she gotta do is sit and buzz, baby. Just buzz. And they be on it. They be on it. They be like, oh, it's you? And I'm like this. I'm me, bitch. Meeshee, bitch. Ah! And they be like, you're not from here. And I'm like, definitely most not. That's why you notice a bitch like me. Because I stand out. What? What? Bitch. You know? Yo, this is not nice to say, and I'm probably gonna get in so much trouble for saying it, but like, we tend to look at the word bitch as like feminine and representation oftentimes, but for me, if you's a bitch and you acting like a bitch and not a good bitch, but a bad bitch, but not a bad bitch in a good way, that comes with no gender, baby. So for me, whenever I'm approached with F-boy energy, I'm like, look, bitch, don't be coming over here with that nonsense. Because ain't nobody got time for it. All right? I see that little dangly hoop earring in your ear. Ain't nobody got time for that. Do you clean behind your ear? Sir, if I take a white wipe and I wipe behind your ear, is it going to be clean? Little boy, don't play with a grown woman like me. You know what? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm the type of grown that I would dead ass while a man is sleeping, because I'm going to feel some type of way. If a man is sleeping, I'm going to take a white napkin, like a bouncy or a wipey, and I'm going to clean behind his ears while he's sleeping. And if I see any dirt, if he come to my house, I'm going to let any man know when I get my loft apartment and I'm dating again, if I so choose to, and I get to the point in the dating game where I really entertain somebody and he's come to my house, I'm going to need you to know that when you're sleeping there for the first time, I'm going to pass a wipe behind your ear while you're sleeping. I want you to know this if you watch this in the future. I'm going to pass a wipe behind your ear. And if I see any dirt, I'm going to wake you up so fast, because while you got your dirty ears on my pillow is what I'm going to feel like. That's how I'm going to feel. I'm going to say, why? And you know my sheets are white. Is you not grown? Get up. Get up and get out. But we've been together for 3. Get up and get out. This is what you do to me the first time you come over to my house and you laid up in my bed? Nah, you wildin'. You disrespect. You don't love me. You don't love me. You disrespectful. You disrespectful. You was gonna lay up in my bed with your dirty ears. You is trifling. You's trifling. You's trifling. And you is not to be trusted. You's not to be trusted. I can't trust you. What's next? I'ma stick my finger in your belly button and it's gonna smell like liquid death on my finger, and it's gonna permeate and stain my finger with that stink smell? Is that what I need to do now? Do I need to put a Q-tip there and smell that? Nah, you trifling. You trifling. I don't even trust a man that don't dental floss, because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you're not the type of bitch that is flossing your teeth, and after you floss it a couple of times, if you're not smelling that and saying, okay, it smells clean, baby, you need to floss again. It needs to be clean. It needs to be cleaned. Like, I be flossing and I'm like, all right, nothing smell yuck in between my breath, so that means that I brushed my teeth good. So if I have the capacity as an adult to like brush my teeth, make sure that it's clean, and then my tongue is clean, and then I use my floss, and then I smell my floss and my floss smells clean, then like, how can nobody else manage to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can nobody else manage to do this? The worst thing ever is a man with stink breath. Oh my God. That gets me heated. Heated. It gets me heated. You know how angry I would be? I would be like, yo, I'm chilling with you. Like, yo, you know, look, where is it? I always carry gun. I would be like, yo, you telling me you a full functioning grown human being and you don't smell that coming out your mouth. And you want me to sit here, this goddess right here, you want me to sit here and pretend like I don't smell that. I'm not in denial, sir. I woke up this morning and I'm fully aware that I woke up this morning. Something wrong with you. I'm here to tell you, please stop settling for things that don't make sense. Because there be women coming to my shop with men that when they come up to my counter, even through the mask, I'm here to tell you, even through the mask, they breath stink. And I'm like, shorty, ma, ma, come on now. Is that how y'all giving it up in LA? Let me tell you something. Girl, go to Brooklyn. Go to Brooklyn. You need to toughen up. Because how you walking in this shop with this man, his breath smell? Let me smell your breath, ma. Like, let me smell your breath, ma. Because y'all both must not be smelling something. Because I smell breath. Smell breath. Through my mask, through his mask. Bitch, how you don't smell it? And you sitting here pretty. You pretty, ma. Come on now. Come on. You gonna have your pussy all stink like that. That ain't good for your pH balance, ma. Come on. Come on. Not the yeast infection, cause his breath. Nah. Ma. Ma. And he's smoking too. Ooh, he look like he gonna roll this with a backwood. Ma, you bugging. You bugging. Get your man in check, man. Get your man in check. Come on now. Have the nerve to come up here with the Balenciaga sneakers. And it be those. Let me tell you something. Here in LA, whew, they like to dress up. They like to be flashy. I give it to them. I give it to them. But let me tell you something. It be the clowns with the purple brand jeans that cost, the jeans be costing like $150, $200. The sneakers be costing like $500. The shirt be costing like another $150. The belt, I don't know. I don't know how much like a Gucci belt or a Louis belt costs. Like, I don't know, 500, whatever. And all of this, and then they blinged out, and they be blinged out, right? They smell like cologne, all of that, shaped up. They all look fly. They come up and they breath smell like yuck, and I'm like, wow, with all that money you wearing, you think that you will find a way to smell your own shit, but nah, you haven't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. So it be those type of guys, and I'll be looking at the shorties with them, and I'm like, wow, you really there? You really with this person? Okay. To you, mama. To you, mama. Those Gucci bags must be sitting pretty. But not I, said the cat, not with no stink breath. Not with no stink breath. No. Ew, 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 ew. This is what I be thinking, right? If they breath stink, right? If they kiss you, ew, ew, ew. You know, like when you kiss somebody, that's not intimate because saliva is going to be exchanged. So now your lips are going to be perfumed with their stink breath. And now their stink breath is going to be right up under your nose because you were kissing them. Ooh, fall. I cannot. Ooh, wow. Ooh, that's upsetting. Ooh, I would hit them with that skirt. If a man's breath stink, he try to, ooh, I'll be like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, you see this? You heard my nose. Nah. Ooh. No. I should punch you in your face for doing that. Like, that's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bad. It's bad. Don't ever in your life do that again. That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, ooh, it's disrespectful. You're trying to leave poison on my lips. I'm not doing that. Nah, you tripping. You wildin'. Yeah, that's disrespectful. Like, that's so bad. I cannot deal with that. Cannot deal with that. That's like a man with stink feet. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then it'd be bitches like this. Yeah, my man stink because he be, my man feet stink. He be coming from work and his boots, da da da. And, you know, I get it. He be working hard. And I'm like, ooh, I get it, girl. But, like, you know, there's like steps to take to stop his feet from stinking, you know? Like, that doesn't always have to be a thing. Like, that you can help that. You know, there's like steps. Powders to keep the foot dry. Maybe getting new shoes. Maybe foot treatments and pedicures. You know, just saying. Maybe go to a podiatrist, like the people that look at the feet, and maybe identify, maybe he has like jock itch or something, you know. But, you know, there's ways that that could not be a thing. Yeah. But why are we making excuses for stink feet in 2021? Like, why are we doing that still? We should not be doing that. Please do not make excuses for stink feet in 2021. Don't do that. Like, get your act together. Get your life in order. Like, come on now. Come on now. I'm actually so tired now. I'm just gonna go to sleep and not tell y'all about. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm actually so tired now, and I kind of want to go to sleep. But I didn't tell y'all why I'm not dating anymore. I kind of told y'all why I'm not dating anymore because I'm tired of like the same old type of caliber of man. So, in a nutshell, and I promise I'll go into depth later. Ooh, y'all gonna be so mad at me. Um, I'm just looking for a different type of caliber of man. I'm looking for a man that smell good, breath smell good, guy. Like, you know, I'm just looking for a lot. My list of things that I'm looking for is extensive. And if people say, girl, you dreaming the impossible, you're probably the type of bitch that has a man who breath stink and you okay with that. And I'm not that type of girl. And that's okay. You could be that girl. There's a lot of other people I've seen walk into my shop with a man whose breath smell like ooh, ooh, ooh. But I'm not that caliber of woman, so I'm looking for a different caliber of man, you know? And I haven't found him yet. You know, I'm okay with that because I'm not looking for him no more because what's out here, not it. Like, I don't want a man from LA. Like, I've seen, for the most part, like, it's gonna have to take a special, a very, very, and this is not just about LA, but it's gonna have to take a very special man to sweep me off my feet. And he's gonna have to come correct in so many ways in my life. He's gonna have to come correct. Well, do you guys want to know what I'm particularly looking for? What I'm looking for is a man with passion. With passion. I want a man with drive and ambition, but I also want him to be centered and focused and have a sense of value and purpose in his life. I want a man who's romantic, but romantic in the way where he pays attention and he finds enjoyment in seeing me happy. I want a man who enjoys giving me experiences that take my breath away, just simply because he likes to see the sense of wonderment in my eyes. I want, not I want, the partner I am seeking is a man who nothing is not possible. I wanted to feel like all doors are open at all times and there's no we can't. There's always sure, let's do it. No matter how big or crazy, I want a partner in life that is down for the cause, that is spontaneous, that has a sort of glint in their eye and wonderment about life and is truly open and vulnerable to really embark on learning and loving one another, because loving one another makes the other happy. So loving you, well, me loving him will make me happy, and him loving me will make him happy. And loving each other just makes us happy. Very much like the world is ours energy, and we be in our own little bubble, and the world is ours. We do whatever we want, travel the world. He has to be a world traveler. I can't be with somebody who doesn't want to see the world, because the world is so much bigger than this. So if he doesn't have a sense of travel in his mind or his body, can't be with him. Can't. Can't be with him. So that's essentially the type of man I'm looking for. Also, 8 inch is 8 inch bigger. That's my type. That's my type. That's my type. And it needs to be fully functional. Fully functional. You know what? F it. I'm a size queen. I want it bigger. Let's start bigger, because sometimes they be shrinking. So let's start bigger. Bigger is better. Boom. 10 inches. Boom. 10 inches. Giving me something I can feel in my lower spine, so I can. But yeah, 10 inches. Boom. What else we want? I want him to be stupid tall, like 6'8". Boom. I want his body to be rock hard. You know what? Low key, I don't mind. Oh, you know what type of body type I like? I like the body type like where it's muscular, but it's still got a little like soft and tenderness to them. Kind of like a muscular teddy bear. But I also like that type of like rock hard Adonis body, where it's like rock hard. And it's like, come over here, let me feel on that hard body. That. So, I don't know. It all depends. Uh-huh. But I want to be big. Big shoulders. Big hands. I am not attracted to a man with small hands and skinny fingers. Like the skinny, pokey fingers. Oh, that freaks me out. Don't touch me. I do not like a man with small hands and bony fingers. I am so sorry. Do not come for me in the comments. I do not care if his penis is 10 inches and bigger. I don't care if his money in his bank account is long. I do not care. A man with small pokey fingers, like small hands with thin pokey fingers, it's something about it that gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, it freaks me out. I cannot. I cannot. It's just like, ooh, don't touch me. Like, I cannot. It freaks me out. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. I want a man that makes my hand feel mad small when I hold it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. If I wanted to hold a kid's hand, I would have kids. No offense, because I feel like men with small hands are perfect for girls that are short with small hands too. Because, you know, his hands are going to like feel bigger or feel just perfect, you know? Mm. Yeah, I'm tired. Can't wait to go to sleep, actually. You see, something in me doesn't want to talk about this guy because I'm over it. I just want y'all to hear how over it I am. Like, I'm looking for a different type of caliber of man and have yet to find him. And I'm not looking for him. I'm not. I'm perfectly content with doing my own thing. And you know what? I'm grown. So if I meet a man who fancies me and I fancy him, and something about his energy is giving me bust this pussy wide open, then I might just do that. But I haven't found a guy who gives me that energy yet. Well, no, I did. Well, I actually did. Ciao. Let me tell you something. I've been here for too long, but I was in this car with the security guard. And don't ask me how it happened, but I fell asleep a lot, whatever, in his car. Whatever, I was tired because I had worked, honey. I had worked, and he was insisting on chilling. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna shower and I'm gonna come chill with you. So, boom, we meet up, whatever. I'm wearing my Savage X1 Fenty. I'm wearing this. That's so crazy. We meet up. I get in his car, whatever. I'm like this, and I have my body like this in the chair, and he had the fucking seat warmers. Let me tell you something. My man has to have seat warmers in his car. Seat warmers are the best freaking invention when it came to the modernization of cars. Oh my God. I love a seat warmer. It is so pimp shit. It's so pimp. I will bust it wide open for a man who got seat warmers in his car. That's like, that's the energy I want. But whatever. He has seat warmers. So it was a little nippy. He turned on the seat warmers and I was like this talking to him, right? I wound up falling asleep. He low-key is a little chicken nugget, like a little chicken nugget, like little chicken nugget. And for some reason, like, I love chicken nuggets. I do love chicken nuggets. But chicken nuggets don't be liking me or whatever. So he kind of looked like Tupac a little bit because he had a nose ring and he was all chocolate and dark. But the one thing about him was that his hairline was pushed back a little bit too far. So it's like his barber must have messed up his hairline and he was trying to fix it. And it pushed back his hairline. So he just got to let his hair grow back out and stop pushing back his hairline. But whatever. His hairline was a little pushed back, but he was still cute or whatever. And his teeth was mad white. So we chilling, I'm talking, I'm like this or whatever, and I want to fall in asleep, honey. I want to fall in asleep. And I woke up to a fucking vampire experience. He was kissing on my neck while I was sleeping, and I was like this. I woke up, right? And all I felt with this little chicken nugget and his body weight on me a little bit. And he was all up on my neck and he smelled good. And I felt like his hair tickling on my neck and face. And I was like this. Like, literally, that's like the first initial instinct, because when I felt the sensation, it set a chill, like a chill in all the areas. And all I could muster out of my mouth, the first thing that came out of my mouth was, yo, I can't believe I'm telling you this. It was a moan. I was like, it was a moan. So whatever. So this is how the situation went. I'm like this, whatever, talking, and I must have fell asleep because the heat warmer, I was cozy in my little onesie or whatever. So I must have fell asleep. Now, in the process, I think I do remember this. The onesie is hot. So I think I went like this, right? And then I laid like that. So it was like a little open. So he was able to like pull it like that to get to my neck. And he was like on here. So he's in his chair. He's leaned over. So I feel the weight of him here. And I wake up and he's doing that. And then and all I could do when I was like this was like, and then I was trying to push him off of me. I was trying to push him off of me, and I instantly got red, and I was like, what are you doing? He was like, you just fell asleep, and you was looking so scrumptious. And I was like, you're such a freaking creep. Like, you wait for consent. Like, that's not okay. And he was like, so why was you wearing that? And I was like, wearing what? Like a onesie? Like, I'm comfortable. Like, what you mean? He was like, oh, but with all that body, like, and you looking all curvy. And then he kind of turned into a douche. So that's why I don't talk to him no more, because, you know, he did make me feel something. And I would have given him the box probably, like, eventually. But he turned out into like a little douche after that, because I really did feel some type of way. I was like, we weren't on that type of energy yet. So for him to do that was like, you know, crossing the line, because I had told him, you know, wanting to take things slow. But, and this is all after me and this guy stopped dating, because me and this guy been stopped dating, like been stopped dating. I was supposed to go on this date with this white guy who lives in, oh my God, where does he live again? He's like close to the Grove Mall. And he does some sort of like marketing processing for like this company or something like that. He works from home. So I was supposed to go on this date with this white guy. I didn't wind up going. I canceled on the date 3 times because I was like, I kind of don't want to date nobody. Like, I just stopped dating this guy. I don't want to date nobody else. But he had been persistent. I kind of put him on the back stove because I was dating that first guy particularly more exclusively, and then that didn't work out, whatever. But whatever. This security guard I was chilling with, that happened after I dated this guy. So much has happened. I've been living a life, honey. I've been living a life. And so yeah, that's what happened. And I woke up to him doing that, and I totally felt something. I totally would have did it with him, but then he turned out to be a douche, so that didn't happen. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I actually just want to eat another cookie, and it's the last cookie, so I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go to bed. XOXO Escandulosa.